Hello, my friend, and welcome back to Silver Bite and Smile. Do you ever find yourself standing in front of the fridge, wanting something delicious and healthy, but just not having the energy for a complicated meal? Or maybe you've shied away from a favorite food, worried it might be too tough to chew comfortably. What if I told you there are a few simple secrets, little kitchen tricks, that could change everything? They can make your meals easier, more flavorful, and turn your kitchen into a true partner for your oral health. Go on, grab your favorite tea and get settled in your comfy chair. Stick around to discover 7 kitchen hacks that will help you enjoy delicious, easy-to-prepare meals that also protect your precious smile. Our first kitchen hack is one I like to call the mighty mash, and it's all about turning those famously tough vegetables into tender, flavorful bites of goodness. I remember so many meals where the green beans were a bit too stringy, or the carrots had just a little too much snap for comfort. It can be frustrating when you want the nutrients, but your teeth or gums are protesting. This simple trick changes the game. Think about those beautiful, vibrant root vegetables, sweet potatoes, carrots, parsnips, even beets. Instead of just roasting or boiling them, try steaming them until they are completely fork tender. Then, with a little bit of butter or a drizzle of olive oil, a pinch of salt, and maybe a dash of nutmeg or cinnamon for the sweet potatoes, just gently mash them. The result is a side dish that's not only bursting with flavor, but is also incredibly kind to your mouth. Nutritionally, these veggies are powerhouses. Sweet potatoes and carrots are loaded with vitamin A. This isn't just for your eyesight. Vitamin A is absolutely essential for maintaining healthy salivary flow, and good saliva flow is your mouth's first line of defense, washing away food particles and neutralizing harmful acids. By mashing these vegetables, you're getting all that amazing nutritional benefit in a texture that's soft, soothing, and requires almost no effort to eat. It's perfect for anyone with sensitive gums, dental implants, or dentures. You've earned meals that are both nourishing and a pure joy to eat, without a single wince. And speaking of making tough foods tender, our next trick tackles the heart of the dinner plate. Let's talk about the main course. There is nothing quite as disappointing as sitting down to a meal you've been looking forward to, only to find the chicken breast or pork chop is dry and tough. It can turn a pleasant dinner into a real chore. This is where our next hack, the flavor soaker, comes to the rescue. It's all about using a simple marinade to unlock juicy, tender meat every single time. And the best marinades often use a secret ingredient you already have, a little bit of acid. Think about the bright tang of lemon juice, the subtle sharpness of apple cider vinegar, or even the acidity in yogurt. When you let your protein rest in a marinade with one of these ingredients, something wonderful happens. The acid begins to gently break down the tough connective tissues in the meat, essentially tenderizing it for you before it even sees the heat. Imagine a few chicken thighs bathing in a mix of lemon juice, olive oil, and some fragrant herbs like rosemary and thyme. The scent alone is comforting. After an hour or two, or even just 30 minutes, that chicken will cook up incredibly moist and easy to chew. From a dental perspective, this is a huge win. Protein is fundamental for repairing all the tissues in our body, and that includes our delicate gum tissue. But if it's too tough to chew, we might not eat enough of it. This hack ensures you can get your essential protein comfortably. And let's not forget those herbs. Parsley, for instance, is rich in vitamin K, a nutrient that works with vitamin D to help deliver calcium to our bones, including the critical jawbone that anchors our teeth. So you're not just making a tastier meal, you're building a stronger foundation for your entire smile. And for those mornings when you need something even quicker and easier, the next hack is a true game changer. Mornings can be a challenge. Sometimes we wake up full of energy, and other times the thought of preparing a whole breakfast feels like climbing a mountain. For those days, I present the frozen smoothie puck. This is your secret to a week's worth of healthy, effortless breakfasts in just a few minutes of prep. Here's how it works. Take out your blender and fill it with ingredients that love your teeth. I'm talking about a handful of spinach, which is packed with calcium and folate for healthy gums. Add a cup of mixed berries, like blueberries and strawberries. They're loaded with antioxidants that help fight inflammation in the body, including in your mouth. Then add a big scoop of plain Greek yogurt. It's not only a source of bone-building calcium, but it also contains probiotics, the good bacteria that help create a balanced, healthy oral microbiome. Blend it all together until it's perfectly smooth. Now, pour this beautiful mixture into a regular muffin tin and pop it in the freezer. In a few hours, you'll have these perfect little frozen pucks of nutrition. In the morning, just take 1 or 2 pucks, drop them in a glass, and pour a little milk, almond milk, or even just water over them. Let it sit for a bit while you get ready, give it a stir, and you have a delicious, nutrient-dense smoothie waiting for you. It's cool, it's soothing on the gums, and it requires absolutely no chewing. It's the perfect solution for a healthy start when your energy is low or your mouth is feeling particularly sensitive. If these ideas are helping you imagine new ways to eat with comfort and confidence, would you do me a small favor? Just tap that like button below. It's a simple click for you, but it helps our video reach other food lovers who could use these tips to find their own happy, healthy smiles. Thank you so much for that. Now let's move on to a hack that can elevate one of the simplest meals imaginable, a bowl of soup. Whether it's a homemade broth or a good quality canned soup, sometimes it can feel like it's missing a little something. This is where the magic egg drop comes in. It's a wonderfully simple way to instantly enrich any soup with silky, satisfying protein. All you need is 1 egg. Crack it into a small bowl and whisk it lightly with a fork, just until the yolk and white are combined. Now, while your soup is simmering on the stove, slowly pour the whisked egg into the hot broth while stirring gently. You'll see these beautiful, delicate ribbons of egg form and cook almost instantly. It's like magic. The result is a soup with a richer texture and a serious nutritional boost. and what a boost it is for our smiles. Eggs are one of the few natural food sources of vitamin D. We all know vitamin D is important, but for our teeth, it's a superhero. It's the gatekeeper that allows our bodies to effectively absorb calcium, the primary building block of our tooth enamel and jawbone. Without enough vitamin D, the calcium we consume can't do its job properly. Eggs are also a fantastic source of phosphorus, another mineral that works hand in hand with calcium to build strong, resilient enamel. So with this one simple, soft, easy-to-consume addition, you're turning a simple soup into a bone-strengthening, enamel-protecting meal. It's comfort in a bowl that actively works to keep your smile secure. And from one simple tool to another, our next hack unlocks a world of possibilities with an everyday kitchen gadget. Let's open our kitchen drawer and pull out a tool that's often underestimated, the humble box grater. We tend to think of it just for cheese, but I want you to start thinking of it as your great escape from foods that are too hard or difficult to chew. There are so many healthy, wonderful foods that we might avoid because their texture is a challenge. Think of a crisp, crunchy apple or a firm, raw carrot. They are fantastic for our health, but biting into them can be a real concern if you have dental work, sensitive teeth, or a bridge. Using your grater completely transforms them. Take that apple. By grating it, you bypass the risky biting and chewing, but you get all the amazing benefits. You get the fiber and you get the vitamin C, which is crucial for producing collagen, the protein that keeps our gum tissues firm and healthy. You can stir that grated apple into your morning oatmeal or yogurt for natural sweetness and a soft texture. The same goes for carrots. Grate them finely, and they practically melt into your pasta sauce, adding nutrients and a subtle sweetness without anyone even knowing they're there. You can do this with zucchini, with firm pears, even with broccoli stems. It allows you to incorporate a wider variety of fresh produce into your diet without fear. You're no longer limited by texture. You get all the vitamins and minerals that protect your gums and teeth in a form that is safe, easy, and delicious. You deserve to enjoy all the goodness nature has to offer, and this simple tool makes it possible. And speaking of making things easier, the next hack is a real kicker because it saves you time on cleanup while making your meal gentler on your mouth. Here's a hack that feels like a warm hug on a busy evening. It's the one-pot pasta. I think we can all agree that a hearty pasta dinner is one of life's great comforts. But the cleanup? A sink full of pots and pans, one for boiling the pasta, one for the sauce, a colander, can be a real deterrent. This method changes everything. Instead of cooking your pasta and sauce separately, you cook them together in one pot or a deep skillet. You start by sautéing your aromatics, like garlic and onions, then add your liquids, crushed tomatoes, broth, a bit of water, and your uncooked pasta. Bring it all to a simmer, cover it, and let it cook, stirring occasionally. As the pasta cooks, it releases its starches directly into the sauce. This is the secret. Those starches thicken the liquid, creating a rich, creamy sauce without needing to add a lot of heavy cream or cheese. The pasta itself absorbs so much more of the flavorful liquid, making each noodle incredibly tender and soft. It's a world away from firm, al dente pasta that can sometimes be tricky to chew. For your oral health, this softer texture is a blessing. It's much gentler on dental work, like crowns and bridges, and it's soothing for sore or sensitive gums. It allows you to enjoy a beloved comfort food without any worry. Plus, this one-pot method is the perfect canvas for adding finely chopped or even pureed vegetables, like spinach or zucchini, for an invisible boost of vitamins that support your overall health, right down to your smile. This final hack isn't about a food at all, but it might be the most important one for protecting your teeth for life. Our final kitchen hack is what I call the hydration station, and it's all about turning the simple act of drinking water into a delicious ritual that directly fights one of the biggest threats to our oral health as we age. I'm talking about dry mouth. It's so common, often appearing as a side effect of necessary medications, and it can be more than just uncomfortable. Saliva is our body's natural mouthwash. It rinses away food debris, neutralizes plaque acids, and helps prevent tooth decay and gum disease. When our mouths are dry, that natural protection is gone, and our risk for dental problems skyrockets. The simple solution is to stay hydrated, but let's be honest, sometimes plain water can feel a bit boring. This is where your kitchen counter comes in. Get yourself a beautiful glass pitcher and make it your official hydration station. Each morning, fill it with fresh, cool water. Then, add things to make it appealing. A few slices of cucumber and a sprig of fresh mint create a spa-like refreshment. Slices of lemon, lime, or orange can add a bright, zesty flavor. In the summer, try adding a handful of fresh berries or a few chunks of watermelon. Keep this pitcher on your counter or in the front of your fridge, where you'll always see it. The visual cue reminds you to pour a glass throughout the day. By making water more enticing, you'll naturally drink more. You'll be keeping your entire body hydrated, and most importantly, you'll be maintaining a healthy salivary flow that constantly protects your teeth and gums. This isn't just about quenching thirst. It's about creating the optimal environment inside your mouth for a healthy, vibrant smile to thrive for years to come. There you have it. 7 simple ways to make your time in the kitchen easier, your meals more delicious, and your smile stronger than ever. From mashing your veggies to infusing your water, every little step you take can be an act of self-care for both your body and your precious oral health. You deserve dinners that taste great and keep your smile bright. You've earned the right to eat with comfort, confidence, and joy. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which one of these ideas will hit your dinner table first? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and if you'd like more tips for a happy, healthy life, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell for our weekly Eat and Smile tips. Until next time, take wonderful care.